GamingBolt presents 15 games that embarrassed, punished, and mocked you for playing games on easy mode. Games are hard sometimes, and every so often you just can't deal with that. We're busy people, we don't have time to play one level for the umpteenth time after shattering 3 controllers. But then when you lower the difficulty or screw up too many times, games will insult you. Take, for instance, the Chicken Hat, Metal Gear Solid 5. In typical Metal Gear fashion, MGS5 doesn't simply have an easy mode. There is one, but even then if you fail a level enough times, the game will offer you a chicken hat to wear. With this hat, enemies are less perceptive, you'll find more ammo, health will regenerate quicker, and the game will pretty much tussle your hair and call you sport as it takes you out for ice cream. The game doesn't force it on you, it gives you the option, but it still feels like an insult more than a helping hand. Ninja Dog difficulty, Ninja Gaiden Black. Before the Dark Souls series, there was Ninja Gaiden filling the role of super challenging but rewarding game franchise. Ninja Gaiden Black in particular is a beast. There is an easy mode called Ninja Dog difficulty, which can only be unlocked after dying 3 times in the first level. If you go for this option, INA from other Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive games will appear and help you finish the first level, insulting you the whole time. Difficulty images, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Wolfenstein has always had insulting easy difficulty options, much like Doom. But in The New Order, those insults are taken to a new level. Along with text saying, "Can I play daddy?" there's an image of BJ Blazkowicz with a pacifier, looking like he's about to start crying. Different ending, Star Wars: Shadow of the Empire. If you play the game on easy mode, it gives you a different ending. That is to say, it doesn't give you an ending at all. You play as Dash, a mercenary working with the rebels. In the end, there's a question as to whether he's dead or not, something the game won't tell you if you played on easy. Instead, it tells you to play the game on a harder difficulty to find out. Barred from the last 2 levels, Streets of Rage 3. Speaking of being an arse, Streets of Rage 3 wouldn't let you play the final 2 levels on easy mode. Not only that, but one of the bosses actually mocked you for playing on a lower difficulty mode. The game cuts itself short and then calls you a loser. Nice. Kid Mode, Spider-Man PS1. Where Wolfenstein calls you a baby, Spider-Man on the PlayStation 1 calls you a kid. The easiest difficulty setting is called Kid Mode. When you highlight this mode, several different high-pitched voices enthusiastically shout "Kid Mode!" as if you really were an infantile child unable to read. For magazine reviewers, Monkey Island 2: LeChuck's Revenge. Monkey Island 2's easy mode was called Light Mode, suggesting, perhaps inadvertently, that the player was fat. Worse though, depending on your perspective, was the accompanying text. Light Mode was described as "for beginners" and magazine reviewers in the instruction manual. By the way, a magazine reviewer was a games journalist who reviewed video games and put them in a magazine, which is a collection of articles typed on paper and sold for real money. Crazy, huh? Stop Sign, Twisted Metal 2. Speaking of games that treat you like crap, Twisted Metal 2 is maybe the worst of all. After only 4 levels on easy mode, the game doesn't end so much as it stops you. A screen will pop up with a stop sign, with text at the bottom saying "No losers beyond this point," and forces you to switch to medium or hard difficulty. Gaming was weird and stupid in the 90s. Castle Center, Castlevania 64. Another game that doesn't let you to the end on easy mode. In Castlevania 64, you're stopped after 5 levels and asked, at least politely this time, to play the game on normal difficulty to progress further. Luckily, unlike other games on this list, Castlevania 64 wasn't worth playing beyond 5 levels, so no great loss there. Heavy Machine Gun, Metal Slug 6. On easy mode in Metal Slug 6, not only are the enemies weaker, but the game gives you the best weapon, the heavy machine gun. With it, you can plow through enemies like a knife through warm, bloody butter. But as you probably guessed, you're prevented from playing the final level because reasons. Games loved doing this back in the day, huh? Higher difficulty, Valkyrie Profile. Hey, you know what would be funny? If a game's easy mode was actually the hardest difficulty of the game. Such was the case with Valkyrie Profile. Choosing easy mode actually made the game way more difficult, meaning technically normal mode was the easiest setting. SMARM from the developer, Five Nights at Freddy's World. As if Five Nights at Freddy's wasn't bad enough, developer Scott Cawthorne released an RPG version called Five Nights at Freddy's World. If you play the game on normal mode, not even easy, the game will cut out just before the end with a message. Congratulations, you beat an imaginary monster in an imaginary game, without taking any risks and without finding anything interesting. It's worth noting that after being up for sale for only days, Cawthorne had to remove the game and discontinue selling it because of a massive negative reception. Whoops. No EX skills, Mega Man 04. Mega Man 04 was the first game in the series to get an easy mode after several fan complaints. Although you're given more health and can use powerful weapons early on, you can't acquire any EX skills in the game, or change the weather, a big feature in the game. Yelled at by the creator, Earthworm Jim. You don't want to hear anything from Earthworm Jim creator Doug TenNapel. One of the things he whines about in his own game in this case is you, if you've played the game on easy mode. The end cutscene is replaced with him calling you a worm, before going on to talk about what worms are for over 5 minutes. Early end, Contra 4. You know the deal by now. Contra 4 ends early, this time on stage 7 out of 9. It forces you to switch to medium or hard difficulty to continue. Who knows why some developers are so insistent on you playing games their way? You'd think they'd be open to people playing games however they want. Isn't that the point of a video game? Why not just shoot a movie if you want people to sit there and have no control?
Like this video? Why not give us a like and subscribe? We try and upload amazing videos almost every single day. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.